This video, what's this about? Doki addresses the Victoria situation. Uh-oh.
Could it be? Is she in the Sajams Slam again?
Oh.
Yes, that is right. I will be participating in Sajams Slam 3 for the Street Fighter 6 arc.
Damn.
We're back in our FGC arc, guys. Okay, I just need you guys to know we're so fucked. Like, for this one, I'm really scared. I have no idea who a lot of these people are. So I'm like so anxious and everything. I will socialize. All right, now for
I hate
the part
socializing.
What a lot of you guys are here for because of my pinned message. I will address the elephant in the room. I also typed this out because I don't want to accidentally go off script and like get people in trouble. I've asked the organizers and Sajam if I could talk about it, and they have like no problems with it. I want to talk about it to make sure there's no like rumors or like speculations going on during the tournament, especially before like the team announcement. So you might have seen like the people who are participating in this current Sajam Slam. Apparently, the conditions that they gave the organizers was that there has to be 0 interactions between me and them. That means we won't be on the same team and they will not be in my skill division. Obviously, I'm gonna be in the beginner level and also I'm gonna get like absolutely destroyed, but they will not be in that skill division, so we will not fight 1v1. And Sajam even asked me if I was okay and comfortable with it a few days ago, and if I was really uncomfortable and stressed out about the whole situation, they won't let them participate. I was honestly like,
is there like bad blood between them, or is it like a Niji thing where they said like, hey, you're not allowed to interact with her, bitch?
Really surprised that he even gave me that option, since this was like the first time anyone has ever like asked this of me, and like he didn't have to do that. And I won't lie, I was really anxious, but I said it is not fair to kick the player out when they were not involved or responsible, especially when I know they're very passionate about fighting games and the FGC community. They really want to be here, and I will not take that away from them. And we all know that I suck at fighting games, and me getting kicked out won't really matter that much in the long run. So I was honestly really surprised that Sajam wanted.
That's actually so sad. They don't even have bad blood between them, and they're like, no, we hate X talent.
Make sure I was okay, when it was really just easier to ask me to step down instead. I've been outcast before, I've been ostracized in the past. I was even denied entry for tournaments and events in the last 6 months. So like, I know how it feels to be like excluded, and I don't want that for others.
They have bad blood now? People said that it's not though.
Especially if the event is something they're passionate about. So I told Sajam that we shouldn't take away their chance to participate and ruin their experience due to the actions of others. Going in, there's going to be like a lot of reactions when the announcements came up, so I just had to basically mentally prepare myself in advance type deal, which is fine. Like, I knew in advance and I just had to like mentally prepare myself, make sure my mods understand what's going on as well. I'm making sure that no one's gonna get in trouble, and that starting here there will be 0 interactions with them as per the rules, and we're just gonna vibe and have
Vivi's Oshi were Pomo and Solan? So she was our Oshi before they left? That's kind of sad, man. The talent's cool, the corporate Ninja doesn't like Doki for being X-talent. Yeah, so they basically blacklisted her, yeah.
have fun. Okay. It is
That's
a
sad,
fun
man.
tournament, and I'm here to have fun. This will be the last time I'm going to talk about it going forward, so yeah.
Yeah, that's sad, man. That is very sad. Victoria joined right before Oshi's left, so she kind of got shafted. Oh! This makes the tweet I sent look way worse? Oh, was there like out of context like tweeting? Niji VTubers have done literally nothing wrong, being treated as second-class citizens who can be kicked out of events in a heartbeat if someone objects is legitimately vile. Especially considering the number of VTubers who treat people like shit and lose nothing. Scammers get to host the VTuber Awards. Bullies who threaten people a fraction of their size to get sponsorship. Wait, this guy's like actually schizoing out.
Damn, it really does suck how much
This
Niji
guy's
just
a
doesn't
schizo.
care about
I've
the
seen him
people they
before.
hired and fired. I'm surprised that Niji is still operating and hasn't just said, ain't, we'll stop.
I
Mega
know
cringe
this guy.
corpo.
This is a V-tweeter of epic proportions. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Niji sister. This is like... This is not what you want to be, man. Oh my god. They were shitting on Fillion so hard, too. I remember. Who bullied what? Holocaust? Is that a Piffa reference? Bro, I don't even know, man. Mean girl clicks who spout slurs in public still have agents, but heaven forbid working for Nijisanji. But Niji caused a liver too. You don't think the way you treat innocent people hurts them? Do you need a public incident that horrible to feel empathy for someone to see their pain? Holy moly, dude. Bro, that is crazy, man. V-tweeters should not be able to tweet, man. No, you're like, Doki had like the most normal response too. This is insane. Click the replies. The fact that Doki is seen as the bigger person for not requesting Vivi to be kicked out when she honestly shouldn't even have a say in the matter to begin with is kind of crazy. No, I'm sure they offered it to her, though. Don't forget, two VTubers made a George Floyd reference joke. Both got zero backlash for it. Oh my god, man. Yeah, classic sister behavior. Niji sisters, fuck you. Attacking Vei and Silvervale if you scroll down. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Trans flag, gay flag, communist sign. Bro, one of these is not like the others, bro. That is crazy. Holy shit. Meanwhile, Turf Veil and Vableist are still somehow popular even after the shit those two pulled. Proves you can be a fucking horrible person and face no real consequence as long as you have a pretty model and a sizable audience. Yeah, meanwhile, if a frog is weird and fucking uses his power over like little VTubers, nah, that's totally fine. How's this real? I don't know, man. Fabulous is so fucking ridiculous. Genshin profile picture! Dude, these things write themselves! Genshin profile picture, 2 flags, a communist sickle and hammer! Dude, how dent-headed do you have to be? That is so weird, man. You would think that these people would get mad at, like, a Twitch rep? Like a Twitch representative that quite literally held over their like viewership that was higher than theirs to like talk to them and then getting upset and malding on Twitter in public, not behind closed doors, like in public, venting about how women don't talk to them. You'd think that all the you know, defensive like Twitter freaks would get mad about that, but this is what we're still talking about. This is August 27th. I'm pretty sure it's been over a year since this happened. More than that, probably 2 years. The red triangle's a meaning too? I didn't know that meant that. Hamas? I have no idea. Not yesterday? No, it didn't happen yesterday. What they're talking about right here is not relevant to this conversation at all. This is from a year and a half ago, maybe even more. He vented about he's never gonna be one of the girls, even though dude is balding and has a beard. Maybe just stop, like, trying to talk to, like, fucking people. Just because you want attention from women. What are VTweeters like IRL? They don't go outside. They don't. These are the same people that shit on Aswin for, like, existing. like the same terminally online phenotype, except these ones are kind of like arguably worse because they're defending like a corpo. What's wild is usually these stipulations they can't interact. This person is molding and the Doki is just existing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same phenotype. It's the same phenotype. Person exists, I'm fucking molding. I have to make my entire personality on hating on them. Yeah. It's so weird, and then there's people that agree with them? People need to stop treating her as a saint and realize everyone has flaws, but the VTuber community like to act as if their Oshis were children that barely know how to change a light bulb. Holy shit, dude. What are we smoking? Children that barely know how to change a light bulb? Oh my fucking god, man. Chat, if I ever get upset at people, like, getting mad at me over nothing, try and remind me that there's people out there who hate Doki. Gonna cry. So fucking stupid. Dude, I hate this fucking most relevant, most liked bullshit. Just let me fucking read shit, man. Oh, I hate Twitter! I hate this shit, man. V-tweeters when we tweet? Yeah, you guys just need to remind me. If I ever get upset about this, like... Remind me that people got mad at Asmon for, like, drinking water on stream. And making, like, content out of it. Sajams said they talked to both because he didn't know the conditions were for them. He said that it was far more civil than people made it to be. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I think it's fine that Doki made such a normal response. The condition is I talked to Victoria. Oh, shit, okay.
I've been running the slam for a while. The first slam I ran was right after there was some initial issues with Nijisanji. I wasn't very familiar with
Uh-oh, man. That's not a good start.
At that time, I like kind of looked into it a little bit and I was like, am I causing a ruckus here? Is someone going to be upset? And it didn't seem like that was going to be a problem. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Now, to my understanding, Mrs. Bird and Mrs. Brightshield and the rest of Nijisanji have not been involved in the same event. There's been some problems. I don't know the details. I have no idea. Mrs. Bird and like Nijisanji not being in the same tournament. To my knowledge, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is one of, if not the first time they've like been in the same event. I don't know if that's the case or not, but like obviously there's some trepidation. Now there's a lot of chitter chatter about problems and stuff that's going on here, so let me explain
Mrs.
to you
Bird,
as clear as possible what is happening. Right, reading everybody's comments about it is really hilarious because I promise everything is like so much more simple than the machinations you're creating. See, people,
yeah, because these people are chronically online and like try to read into it. Everything is so fucking stupid. Yeah.
people are like not mastermind, you know, puppeteering a bunch of problems and stuff. It's very straightforward. I'm happy to have Mrs. Brightshield and Mrs. Bird in my event. I have no problem with anybody. The other thing that I'm trying to do is make sure that everybody is cool and there's no issues with anybody involved. I just don't want there to be any problems. In the same ways that in like other events, certain people were like, yeah, I don't want to be on a team with this other person. They have like mutual, yeah, me and this person, we don't want to be on the same team, but I have no problem being in the same event as them. That kind of stuff's come up before. It's no problem. In this case, obviously, Doki was in the last second slam. Victoria and Rosemi were in the first second slam. They were awesome. Nobody had any problems the whole way along. But because Doki was in the last one, her and I talked about being in this slam, and obviously Mrs. Brightshield's gonna be in this one too. We had like an early conversation about, can this even happen? Like, are all of you allowed to be in the same place at the same time? I don't know the rules, man. Can someone from this company and Mrs. Bird be in the same location? And if so, what are the rules of engagement? Like, what are we allowed to do, right? Like, can you both be in the same team? Can you be in the same skill level? Can you interact or whatever? Like, what are the conditions? And like the early conversation,
guys, you have got to like stop. You've got to be like, oh my god, why did they call her Mrs. Doki? Why is it Mrs.? Why is it Dookie? My guy is just a guy that plays fucking video games for a living, man. No one fucking cared.
Conversation basically we had.
He does
is
not
Mrs.
engage
Bird
with
and Mrs.
VTubers.
Brightshield allowed to be in the same event? If so, what are the
He's
rules
just
of what
a
they're allowed
normie,
to be?
dude.
And if they can't be, either for personal reasons or like the company decides or one of them doesn't want to, how do we resolve this, right? So like if Mrs. Bird and Mrs. Brightshield can't be in the same event, who should be in the event? Should Mrs. Bird drop out? This is a conversation I asked. I was like, do you think you should drop out? Do you think we should have you in this one? And then we'll have a conversation with Victoria and see if she wants to be in this one or not. Like, we just have a conversation. That's all. Like, what makes the most sense for everybody? Does it make sense for Mrs. Brightshield to be in this event? Does it make sense for Mrs. Bird to be in this event? Can you both be in this event? Should we go? And we'll take turns. Like, it's like this event will have a lot of people from Nijisanji, and then the next event will have a bunch of people who they can't operate or work with or for whatever reason, and put them in an event, and we'll just rotate to make everything.
I hate the fact that Niji's like, yeah, can we make like a whole tournament that's like only for Nijisanji? It's like, bro, it's so weird to me.
Make sense and be cool. That was basically the conversation that we had. It was like, how do we accommodate so that everyone can be involved in this and not have any problem? There was like no yada or you know who I can't stand. Literally everybody was like super cool about it. We got some rules about what we were allowed to do and not allowed to do. We accommodated and then we did the thing, and I made sure that everybody was cool. I just
Yeah, they didn't even let Selene at the time make her own fucking tournament. For an in-house tournament where nobody else interacts but Niji. It's so freaking weird.
had a conversation with both people. You all okay with everything? If we do it this way, is it fine? Is this gonna cause any problems? People gonna be mean to you? Like, is this gonna be a big thing? And the consensus from everybody was like, this should be cool. The only thing that I'm worried about is like people on the internet going ham, because this is like the first contact, basically. That was basically it, right? Like, that was as complicated as the conversation was. Like, I promise you, there was, that's it. Just like, what makes the most sense? Like, should someone be in this one and not in the next one? Do you want to be in this one? Do you not want to be in this one? Do you feel more strongly about this event or that event? Should we like swap events? Can we coexist? It was just like a normal conversation.
Kami Sanji, guys, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Even Kami's interacted with people that were outside of their sphere. Yeah, that's the saddest part. Yeah. For learning and understanding, they interacted with them. This is worse. This is arguably worse. Oh my god. No. It's crazy, man. This is wild to me. But again, I'm not surprised. So in summary, Nijisanji set the terms that they can't interact with Dokibird, and the Twitter freak molded like Doki sets the requirement. Actual deranged simpleton. Yep. Yeah, even Doki said there's no issues with Niji, it's just that these schizos are like essaying and schizoing out. Yep.
Fire, fire, fire.